Hello student, today I brought a video on the topic electric generator or dynamo. Last video we discussed about AC current and DC current. On the basis of current produced by the generator are two types, AC generator and DC generator. In this video we discuss about AC generator. Here the figure of electric generator. An electric generator is a device which convert mechanical energy. The mechanical energy is obtained by the movement of magnet, and the movement of magnet convert this energy into the electric energy, and the device that is used for that is called electric generator. Now in this slide it is given the types of generator. Generator used to generate electric current. Device it is used to generate electric current. The electric currents can be two types, AC current or DC current. Thus the electric generator are also two types. AC generator which generates alternating current is called AC generator, and DC generator that generates the direct current is called DC generator. In this video we'll discuss about only AC generator. Here is the principle involved in the electric generator. The electric generator works on the principle that when a state conductor is moved in a magnetic field. When a state conductor is moved in a magnetic field, then current is induced in the conductor, and it is based on the electromagnetic induction, and that's why the principle of electric motor is based on the electromagnetic induction. Here it is illustrated and label diagram of construction of AC electric generator. Here given electric generator, main parts that is installed in the generator are a strong permanent magnet. It may be two magnets also, or horseshoe magnet, one magnet way. The north pole and south pole is the magnet that produce magnetic field. ABCD here, ABCD is the armature coil. The one term of armature coil is shown in the figure. ABCD armature coil. Here R1 and R2. R1 here, R1 and R2 are two copper rings, which is called slip rings. R1 and R2 are two copper rings called slip ring, and the end of the coil A end of the coil is connected to R1 ring, and end of the coil D is connected to R2 rings, and this coil inner side of the split ring is insulated and attached with an axle. It is an axle which is mounted so that it rotates about its axis, and outer side of the ring, conducting ring, is contact with the brush B1 and B2 that conduct the electric current when produced in the coil, and B1 B2 the conducting materials that are made of carbon, is flexible and make a constant contact with the slip ring. The moving part of the generator is the coil along with the axle which moves, but the B1 and B2 are the brushes which are stationary and it is connected to the galvanometer or load that show the amount that show the current when induced in the coil. Now it is given illustrated. It is systematically given in this next slide. One by one it is given here. First introduce what is the construction. The rectangular coil that we discussed in the earlier video slide. Rectangular coil of the wire ABCD that is shown in the figure. Next is a strong horseshoe magnet or two different magnets that used to produce the magnetic field. You will take the two magnets, north pole and first magnet, and the south pole as the second other magnet, as shown in the figure. The coil is placed perpendicular to the magnet, perpendicular to the direction of magnetic field, as shown in the figure. Next is end of the coil are connected to two rings R1 R2. End A is connected to R1 and end B is connected to R2, that is the slip ring. Two rings are called slip ring. The external conducting edge of ring R1 R2 connected, it is the slightly contact with the stationary brushes B1 and B2. B1 and B2 are the stationary part of the generator, which conduct the electricity when produced in the rectangular coil. Now here, end of the coil are connected to two rings R1 R2, that is given, and the external conducting edge of R1 R2 connected to the stationary brushes B1 B2 respectively. The inner side of the ring, that is slip ring, is insulated and attached to an axle. Attached to the axle. The axle is mechanically rotated. The axle is moving part of the generator that rotates along with the coil. These brushes B1 and B2 are attached to the galvanometer or load that show the flow of current in the circuit. These are the basic construction of the electric generator. Now, I am going to discuss what is the working of the electric generator. The axle is rotated such that it moves in clockwise direction. Axle is rotated such that it moves the clockwise direction. That's AV moves up and CD moves down. That will be given in the next slide like that here. When it rotates, the AV end moves upward direction, and CD end, that is the CD end of the coil, moves downward direction due to the mechanical movement of the axle. Now, here the figure. Here, that is AB moves up and CD moves downward. According to the Fleming right hand rule, when you apply the Fleming right hand rule, the induced current is set up in the coil along B1, AB, BC and CD. In the electric current is produced in the coil AB, BC, CD. It is the electric current. Now, this current to B2, B1 to B2. This means that the external current flow from B2 to B1. When the coil is moved and clockwise direction, current is produced in the coil. That current moves from brush B2 to B1, that is the external part of the generator, that is stationary. After half a rotation, arm CD start moves up. Due to half of rotation, arm CD moves up and the arm AB moves down. After a half rotation, arm CD moves up and AB now moves up, because arm CD is comes at the previous position of AB, and AB comes at the previous position of C. According to Fleming right hand rule, the induced current is set up after the half rotation in the coil along B2, AB, BC and CD. Here, this means that the current, in this case, the external current is flow from B1 to B2. In the first case, current is flow from B2 to B1, and in the second case, the current is flow from B1 to B2. The direction of current is changed in one rotation, one completion two times. First half rotation B2 to B1 and second half rotation B1 to B2. And for the one rotation, there are two times the polarity of the current is changed. Here it is the illustrated figure of the working of the generator. Look here. When coil is rotated, clockwise direction, the arm CD moves up and arm CD moves down, and due to the movement of the coil in the magnetic field, the induced current is produced in coil from here B1 to AB, BC, CD, and the current is come at B2. Now the direction is current from B2 to B1 in the first rotation. After half rotation, when the side of CD coil comes at the position of AB, previous position of AB, and the side of coil AB comes at the previous position of CD. Now CD arms move upward direction, moves up, and AB arm moves downward direction. Now current is produced in CD arms in the direction. Now CD arm contact with the brush. CD arm contact with the brush here B2, and now it comes here and end at the B1. Now in this case, after half rotation, the current is produced from B1 to B2. Now first case, the direction of current is from B2 to B1. After half rotation, the direction of current from B1 to B2. In one complete rotation, the current is changed its direction 2 times. That's so it is the current produced in the generator is AC current, because it changed the direction in 2 times, in complete one rotation. Now, thus after every half rotation of the coil, the current changes direction. This is called AC current. This is called an AC current. And AC current, alternating current, changes its direction after equal interval of time. It is easier to transmit this current over a long distance due to the lesser loss of electric energy, and hence this is the current that is the supply to our houses from the electric department is the AC current, and this current is produced by the AC generator that we will discuss. Okay, student, next video will discuss about the DC generator. I expect that you have understood the basic fact and the working and principle of the electric motor. That is, something is changed in the DC motor that we will discuss in the next video. Okay, thank you.